What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a fragrance Friday. It has been some time since I have talked about fragrances in this series, but I really thought that this would be a great way to bring it back. I have been picking up fragrances, here and there every so often for quite some time now, and this is kind of the last push over months that I have picked up. It's not just been this month, it has been over a continuous amount of months. Pretty much, I want to say this year, these are all of the fragrances that I picked up, I believe. I may be missing one or two, but this is pretty much the majority of them. And if you're interested in seeing what I've picked up, let's get to it. Pretty much all of these scents I've actually tried. I think there's only two that I have not worn, and one cream that I haven't worn. There's only one cream, so I'm gonna go ahead and start out with that. I don't buy a lot of creams outside of like Bath and Body Works, and even then I've really slowed down. But this is one that I've heard so much about, and it really matched with a perfume that I already knew I was going to be picking up. So this is the Pistachio Body Butter. This is the one that a lot of people have recommended off of Amazon. And I haven't actually had the time or thought about it to actually wear this yet. It does have, I would say, in my opinion, more of an almondy scent. I don't smell as much pistachio, or even, let me say this, it's a nutty scent, but it's not very sweet. So that's why I think my brain goes to almond instead of pistachio. But I do think that this is going to be a great body butter for the scent that I picked up, because that also doesn't have a very strong sweet scent to it. It's just straight pistachio with some other kind of beautiful notes in there as well. I will have the notes on the side that in the instances that they're available. I don't think that this brand has the notes for this available, so I can't tell you, but it does smell like a straight up pistachio, very reminiscent to this pistachio perfume that I will be hauling in just a second. And just because I'm talking about it, let's go ahead and haul it. And this is the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. This one is more of a authentic pistachio. You're not going to get that sweetness that I think so many people originally picked this up expecting. This is more of an earthy one, but it's bright and airy. And I would say there's definitely some vanilla in there. I feel like all of Kayali's scents have some form of musk in there as well. And it's just beautiful. And I do think that this overall, at least from just sniffing, is sweeter than the pistache cream. But I think that the type of pistachio that is in both of these products is very reminiscent and very similar. So I'm happy to wear this. I've already worn this multiple times, both when I tested it out in store, but also since I've had it in the packaging. I just got this one just to hold me over. I already knew that I was going to be picking up a full bottle, but I prefer to get my full bottles from the Kayali or the Huda Beauty website during the holidays when they have the biggest sale on the products. And until then, I will just kind of milk this product and slowly use it. It's a really nice product. I do find that a lot of the Kayali scents don't last a whole long period of time. So if you do want it to last a long time, I would definitely always recommend overspraying. But their scents are beautiful, and when you layer together the scents, these lighter scents, especially like if you were to layer that Kayali Yum with their Vanilla 28, I think you can really see that their longevity and the impact that the perfume has on everybody in your scent bubble, and of course you, is so much more. And then there was another scent that I kept hearing people talk about, I want to say 2 years ago, but I just didn't, I don't know, for whatever reason, I didn't think that it would be a scent that I would be interested in. And this is Kayali Eden. This is beautiful. It is literally like a juicy, bright, fresh apple. It is so beautiful, so beautiful. This is the one that I've actually been using the most this summer because I was so shocked I hadn't put my nose on this, and I just figured let me just buy the travel size because I have not been disappointed by any of the Kayali scents. I picked this up, and this is so beautiful. I would say this is a more refined adult version of Country Apple. If you've tried Country Apple, it is a very bright, juicy apple, but I feel like the sweetness in that is a little bit more juvenile, whereas this one's a little bit more elevated, a little bit more adult-esque. Beautiful scent, absolutely love it. I can't wait to get a full bottle. And what I might do just to kind of make this last a little bit longer is I do have the Country Apple spray, so I may go ahead and start mixing those two because there's truly not much left. If you think about it, at least for me, in the way that I spray specifically the Kayali scents, I get about a good month maybe in these travel sizes. It's more about, I would say, 2 weeks worth of sprays in the travel sizes before they're done, just because they're so light, and I feel like I need to overspray for it to be the way that I like it to be. Since I've been doing all of the travel sizes, let me just continue on in that realm. So the next travel size product that I picked up was from the maker Wild. I talked about this brand more so recently because I picked up their sampler set, and I told you guys that one of my favorite one was Wild, and so I picked up the travel size. I already had the sample and I already went through the sample, but I wanted to ensure that if I got the full bottle, it was something that I was actually going to get use out of. This is such a unique perfume. It truly smells like these are like flowers in a bottle. I would say there is some form of like maybe sandalwood or musk in there as well. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful scent. And it's such a unique scent that's what really caught my eye. I don't know if I've actually used this since I picked up the travel size, but I also have been kind of hoarding these products, trying to remember to keep them here so that I could haul them for you all. So there is that, but yeah. I love it. I'm happy to have it in the travel size. We'll see if I end up picking it up in the full size. Another travel size that I picked up is from Dead Cool, and this one is fragrance number 1. That's what it says on the packaging. I don't know what the name is because it doesn't say it, but I will have the name on the screen along with the fragrance notes. And this one is like a very, very vanilla forward sandalwood type scent. This is pretty much like a bed scent for me. I'm surprised I picked this up. This must have been a very older purchase, because since I've been making my purchases this year, I've really been trying to do the more unique ones. And there was a more unique scent from this range. It's in the scent Taunt, I want to say, and it's a lot more like berry, bitter but sweet, and I thought that that's what I picked up. So this is very interesting. I'll probably go through this very quickly and then honestly not repurchase, just because of where I'm moving forward with my purchases. But I do want to go ahead and put that, I'm going to put that Taunt shade on my loves list so I can pick it up soon. Okay, 2 more travel size fragrances that I picked up. I told you guys, I've really been trying to pick up the travel sizes before I pick up the fulls so that I can ensure that I get my money's worth out of all of these products. And this one is the Replica On a Date scent. So I really enjoy replica scents, and I didn't know what to think about this. And to be quite honest, I still don't. There is something in this perfume that I don't particularly like. I think there has some tangerine in there, or maybe blood orange, but I do enjoy blood orange. I just don't like this. Maybe there's even some jasmine in there. There's just a combination of some floral and some juicy, fruity citrus that is just not working for me. I have it. I will make it work, or it'll sit and I'll give it to a friend that asked me to take it. But yeah, I personally don't like that. I personally would not wear that on a date. but that's me. Okay, and then the last travel size product that I picked up, I actually haven't taken it out of the packaging, and this was a very, very recent purchase. So previously I'd had some sample like 1 ml sprays of this, and I thought it was not good, and so I didn't pick it up. And I was able to get my nose on this and actually spray this for a longer period of time, and it just warmed up and it elevated itself on my skin. So this is the Fenty Eau de Parfum. I like it. I do like it. There's something about this that just works. There's definitely some musk in here. I would say even it smells like there may be some amber as well. There's definitely some darker, sultrier notes. It's beautiful though. And this is kind of where I come to the realization that as cute and as good as it is to get your nose on these products with these 1 ml, maybe even 2 ml samples, there is something to be said to actually have a product that has a decent amount of product that you can truly spray on your body to truly get the full experience. Because with those sample sizes, I didn't like this scent, but once I was able to really spray this on my body, I loved it, and that's why I picked up this size. Now, will I pick up the full size? Probably as soon as I finish that one, but I would have never picked up this one had I not been able to get my nose on it again and really spray it and try to find something that was going to work for me. I actually had another one hiding. I forgot about this one. And there's a reason that this one is kind of hiding. So this is actually Elixir's Volume 2. So Billie Eilish created their own range of perfumes, and the first one I tried and I thought it was fine. There was nothing great about it, but it was nice. It was nice. This one I was just never able to get in store to get my nose on it, and I saw that they had a travel size, and I think that at that point Ulta was doing like some form of 5 times the points for perfume, so I figured let me just splurge on this. This is definitely smoky. This is smoky, woody, incensey. It is deep and dark. Think kind of on the depth level of Tom Ford's leather, but it's not, there's no leather in this scent, but it's that depth in there. This is definitely I would say a gender neutral scent, although I feel like it's leaning more towards a male centered scent, but like women can clearly wear it. I bought it, right? So there is that. This is not something that I would even pretend to wear during the summer or the spring, so I need to wait until fall, winter to see if I pick this up. But this is definitely a darker scent, and yeah, I don't even know if they have very similar scent notes to the first one. I believe the first one was like vanilla based. I genuinely can't even smell the vanilla if there's any in there, because it's such a dark kind of woody, incensey type scent. Okay, everything else I have full bottles of, so let's just go ahead and dive in. First, I picked up another perfume from this brand, which is Mix Bar, and I picked up their sparkling hibiscus scent. So they came into Target 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, something like that. And when they came into Target and I was able to go to my local Target, I sprayed all of their scents, and this one and then also their musky one were the two that I loved. I loved them so much. I picked up the musky one immediately. This one was not available, and I kind of always just had it in the back of my mind, if I can get this, I'm gonna get this. And they had the sale. I got it. It's so beautiful. This is very unique for my collection. I don't think I have any other scents that actually focus on hibiscus, and this is such a beautiful, juicy, what I want to say, juicy smelling flower. It's just very, very beautiful. I would say if there is any kind of like drink element, it would be like champagne. It feels like there's some like champagne-y elements to this, maybe some vanilla as well. Either way, absolutely love this one. I'm so happy to have it, and this is the perfect season for me to have picked this up. So I'm hopeful that I will get a lot of use out of that one. If you did not know, I've been really into mixing up my perfumes. So I'm wearing perfumes at least sometimes 3 different perfumes a day. And so yeah, I can definitely get through some perfumes. And I don't know, you guys will have definitely seen my empties by now, and you will have seen I've gotten through some perfumes. Okay. Let's go to a body mist. Let's mix it up a little bit. And I got one from the latest range from Sol de Janeiro. I was able to get my nose on this whole collection, and this was the one that stood out to me. So this is Win in Rio, and this is just beautiful. I feel like a lot of their sprays like this really have like a ingrained kind of ocean wind element to it, where it just literally smells like you're breathing in the ocean air. Very similar to Skylar's salt air. It's just very, very seamless in that. But this definitely has some juicy elements to there. They said that this has wild bergamot, vanilla amber, and yeah, that screams me. It screams me. I've been really enjoying my mists like this. I'll put them on maybe like right when I wake up or right after I get in the out the shower. And then, you know, after a little while, I've like cooled down, woken up, whatever. Then I'll switch to my real scent of the day. And so those have really been interesting in that way. I don't really go to the beach a lot, only if like one of my friends actually forces me to. So they will never be something that I like wear to the beach. But I've been truly enjoying my Sol de Janeiro scent, and if you're wondering, this is the scent that I would recommend from their latest trio this year. Another scent that I am stupid excited to have back in my collection. I actually got this and the body cream associated with this, and this scent was one of my favorites. I flew through it. I flew through a flanker from this brand, specifically for this. Well, it wasn't a flanker. It was a different. So this is the EDP or EDT. I flew through the EDP as well. They're both beautiful scents, and these are some of my favorite go-to when I had them for just kind of an everyday scent, a scent that I knew would not be alarming to anybody in my personal space, especially at the time because I was working more in the public field. And this is Narcisco Rodriguez for her, like I said, EDT. This is the original version. Then they came out with the EDP, which is slightly different notes, and of course it's slightly more potent, and you know, it projects more. But this is my favorite. I feel like this is just the best, one of the best skin scents I've ever put my nose on. It's so fruity, juicy, with some like sandalwood in there, definitely some musk in there. I think their musk is just one of my favorite musks that I've ever smelled, because that was one of the favorite parts that I had of their EDP, and their musk is just fantastic. I really want to experience this whole range, all of the products that they have now, you know, discontinued that are at the discounters, but also like their new products as well. I just, you know, I'm so interested in so many perfumes that I haven't, but that would definitely be a perfume brand that if they came out with like a huge like travel size sampler set over the holidays, I would easily pick it up, because I have not been disappointed at all. And that's a lot. That's a lot for me to say. I have not even been slightly disappointed with any of their perfumes. I took the chance and made my first Jamba Shop order, and I did that because they had this next perfume on an insane discount. I was actually going to use my Beautylish gift card, but with the discount, I actually ended up paying less than I would have paid if I used my gift card at Beautylish. And this is Tom Ford's Rose de Chine. This is beautiful. It's such a beautiful rose-based scent, and I love it. I love it. There's definitely some sandalwood or muskiness in this particular scent. I would lean more towards the sandalwood than the musk for this particular scent. There's that rose, of course. I would say there's maybe some vanilla, maybe even some amber. There's definitely some like resin type notes in this as well. It is beautiful. I have worn this all throughout the year. I actually literally just finished my travel size and I'm so happy. I'm actually currently working on, because I got the sampler set of this line when it came out. So I'm currently working on the Rose d'Amalfi, and that one has more of a musk, I would say, than sandalwood. I think that's what I'm wearing today. It is what I'm wearing today. It's really, really pretty. So definitely don't sleep on that. Once again, Tom Ford is not one of those brands that I would say has the longest longevity. None of these brands I would say has an extreme longevity, except for maybe the Fenty one. I haven't tried that one full body, like long period, but that one, and then the Narciso Rodriguez, fantastic longevity. But that's perfectly fine with me, especially because I haven't been actually going out and about a lot lately, so I have a lot more time, and since I'm in this space, I can mix and match my scents a lot more easily, or just honestly reapply. Perfectly content with that. The next one, I actually got a full bottle of Jazz Club Replica. I don't remember how I got this, but I got this on a cheap discount. I think I got this from what's the name, Maxorama. They do a lot of discounts, and so I tend to get things that like were on a list somewhere, either mentally or physically, and I'll just get them if it's cheap and I have the money. And this was just one of those scents that I wanted to get back into my collection since I finished my travel size, and so I picked her up. I am still scouting out to get the By the Fireplace, but yeah, I'm so happy I was able to pick this up, and right before, of course, fall and winter comes, so I know I'll be able to get a lot of good use out of that then. And then the last one was kind of a Hail Mary. I didn't know what to expect with this particular product, but I was already on the Revolution site because I picked up some makeup products, and so I decided to pick up the Revolution Passion set. It was on, I want to say, sale, so I think I already wasn't paying full price for the actual product, and I figured if I'm even remotely interested, I might as well. The packaging is very, very pretty, beautiful. They touted that this was like a passion, you know, date night, sultry scent, and I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about this. This is one of the scents that I have not worn full body either. This and the Eilish are the two that I haven't really worn at all. I've at least worn the Fenty. And I have worn the On the Date as well. So I don't know how to feel about this. On initial spray the last time, it felt very dark and just like incensey. It doesn't feel that way this time. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel. But I have this, and I also have a cream to go with it. So hopefully I enjoy it, because then I have both products. And like I said, I was able to get this for a stupid affordable price. I want to say like maybe $6. So I felt like, why not? Plus I think it got me to free shipping. So I was content with that. And yeah, that's it. That's all that I picked up. Now, granted, like I said, this has been over a wide range of time. I think it goes even back into last year, because I genuinely don't remember when I picked this one up. I just remembered that it was new and I hadn't told you guys about it. But I'm really happy with the purchases I've been making. I'm happy that I've really been able to calm myself down, in the sense that if there's a travel size, I get the travel size first, even if I've already gone through a sample size, because you never know what is going to happen. And then as for some of these other kind of more big ticket items, these are things that have been on my list that I was able to get for what I have seen as the best deals available for these respective brands, and then some of the other ones, especially this one. I had been hunting for this one, and the brand that I got it off their site, I got this, like I said, and the body cream, and it was the most affordable I'd ever seen, even if we're comparing it to Fragrance Net. And Fragrance Net, from my perspective, was the best, but John Bishop gave me a better deal. So I will definitely be looking there to see if there's any other good deals that I can get in the future. if I have the money. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely shout out down below what new scents you've picked up, whether they were Bath and Body Works, perfumes from Sephora, stuff from Amazon. I know that a lot of Middle Eastern type scents have really been popular right now, especially on TikTok. So definitely let me know down below what you picked up. I would love to hear, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.